Start talking. Can't spell with your trap covered?
What do you expect? You taped my mouth shut. How was I supposed to talk?
Beats me. Here in Hongyuan, you see it at least every 3 or 4 days. Folks who can make their voice heard without even using their mouths.
That's because they've consumed boluses.
You sure are a bunch of talk-too-much bastards.
I'm begging you, spare me. Just this once. I'll do anything, please, just don't kill me. I've already been resuscitated twice through the life insurance. The third time might really melt my brain beyond the point of no return.
One of the most eminent families in Hongyuan, reduced to a pile like dog shit milksops. SYM, unless asked.
Huh? What? That peculiar way of speech. You're that Lin woman, aren't you? That tramp of some inconsequential family who curried up favor with Hongyuan a few years back, serving as a bodyguard even though you're not from one of the 4 great houses.
Kitsu. Even with a blade poised to slit your throat, still you run your tongue as though you've got a death wish. But your words ring true. Can't say you're a complete fool. You're not without aesthetic merit. Would be a waste to sink.
S-Y-N. I've heard that one. It's something about snapping necks. Wait, does that mean you're sparing me?
Your arms are flailing about. Disgusting. Now spill everything you know about the new family hierarch.
Oh, and how you know? She's not even from my family.
But you do know. The Long Shui. All of you joined hands and threw your weight behind that scum in the family hierarch war.
How did you?
You're not the only one who sings like a canary when persuaded.
Oh, we had no other choice. The chef family would have seized the hierarch seat had we sat on our hands. How could we have possibly allowed such a disgrace? Besides, we were victims too. True, we had our hand in her ascension, and yes, she did become hierarch in the end, but the moment she claimed the seat, she ignored every request we made.
Huh?
We only supported her because she promised to defer the land dues on our Hongyuan property. Yet, as soon as the first restructuring day came after she became the hierarch, she simply wiped the place out down to the last stone.
You people distrusted your own family and thought things would work out if you backed another. Serves you right.
No, that's not it. I'm bound to the contract. I can't go into too much detail, but she was supposed to keep her word. For her to stab us behind our backs with such impunity, I'm certain it's more than just a simple change of heart. This looks suspicious to me. Even that soft-hearted fool you were a bodyguard to. Yes, him! Even if he had become the family hierarch with his cloud-chasing dream of a peaceful Hongyuan, he wouldn't have been any
Excessive pursuit of the kitsch becomes grotesque and repulsive. Since it's come to this, perhaps the shui should be next on the list. It's a risk, walking right into a tiger den to catch a tiger, but with what that blabbermouth said, I doubt they can turn a blind eye to this much longer. With no clues gained, I came down to the market square. Every structure around me creaked and cracked, shuffling about and rearranging themselves like building blocks. It seems the restructuring days are getting more frequent. The last restructuring was but 3 days ago. Not a week has passed, and people are already free-falling through the air. Now there aren't even the telltale tremors anymore. Forget escape. Everything just snaps in motion in a heartbeat. So the drizzle of people grew into a downpour. I had heard for sure that restructuring days were a remnant of the old H-Corp, locked in automated cycles. But not long after the new family hierarch ascended to the coveted seat, his behavior changed, as though someone's hands were behind the wheel. Then that fool's idea may not have been a fool's errand after all. The young master of the Shah family, who proclaimed that he would see the restructuring day gone the moment he ascends to the seat of the family hierarch. Back then, I had brushed it off as the naive delusion of a sheltered young master. But in hindsight, it may be so that I did not entirely dislike the idea. Perhaps I saw an aesthetic quality within it. The upper class of Hongyuan, the so-called leaders of Hongyuan, are expected to take lives with impunity and deploy whatever underhanded tactic they could conjure to come out on top. But he harbored this innocent, dreamy idea of saving those who'd fall to their meaningless deaths. I still don't understand it, but the way his memory keeps resurfacing. I suppose he left his mark on me. Must have been a rather fine work of art I'd kept by my side, that one. I should have trained him harder, taught him how to defend himself better back when we were traveling to prepare for the first round of the evaluation. I look up at Hongyuan's artificial sky with a hollow chuckle, catching glimpses of black bamboo hats amidst pelting rain of people. Someone sent the Je branch after me. It seems that the leash-holding blue bloods have taken notice of the trail of bodies I've left behind in my search for the thread of clues. The thread that will bring me to the family hierarch. No one but that girl is of any interest to me in Hongyuan. It is indeed true that those who care overmuch for their own lives tend to jump at their own shadows. Nevertheless, this is a decent opportunity, if I can trace this back to whoever it is that sent the rats. Maybe I can leverage the fact that they came from my life to find another thread that should lead me to the family hierarch. That single thread is all I need. I have no wish to follow that fool's will, nor do I wish to become a blade of rebellion. But Hongyuan's degradation has mutated it into a thing of such hideousness that it harbors not even a trace of beauty in its filth. Well, going no further than to add another layer of critique to the pile with this long brush, I'd be more to my temperament anyway.